Well, good afternoon, Open Door family. Hey, it's Randy and Brian coming at you from the international studios here at Open Door Cigar. Yes, we are late again. It is not Monday at 9. It is Friday at 15 to 1. But
you're judgy.
Yeah, but we made it. Been a great week. Last week was phenomenal. We'll start by talking a little bit, boss, about the Perdomo father and son release we had last week. Man,
It was awesome. We trying to get up and running here.
oh, you're still bless you.
I got more coming. Stand by.
Yeah, I'm not coming up yet.
Nobody's watching us anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, it's not showing we're live. That may be the first challenge we got, but hey, it'll show up at some point here.
Yep, there we are.
You're live now? All right,
Live,
good.
like
All right, good. If you got it, we're good. We'll just keep rolling. You can monitor the comments.
Well, so anyway, yep. I think mics are working. I know my cigar's working. Cup of coffee, so we're all good. I look at myself online occasionally and think, oh yeah, the camera adds 30 pounds.
Yeah,
That's what I tell myself.
Well, and hey,
Make me feel better.
it's Casual Friday. You don't have your jacket on. I'm wearing my shorts and my white legs
Well,
are
it's also
sticking out
100
here.
freaking degrees, so
Yeah,
I'm not. I've been lax on appropriately dressing.
yeah.
The last
Man,
few
this
weeks.
100-degree heat. We've been in the heat wave. We really have.
Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
The Father-Son Legacy release was a week ago yesterday. Nicholas Perdomo III. Nicholas came into town with us and helped us with the event. Him and, of course, Phil Isley.
Yep.
Our man, Phil.
Buddy Phil.
We had an absolutely amazing event.
It was.
We sold through. Well, we got comments popping up. Hello, Robert Jones.
Joseph Kaiser's out there.
Right. I don't know. I don't see that yet.
Well, I got it.
Okay. As long as you're
He
one
was
of us
before
is
Robert. So,
Yeah, I don't know
Joseph,
what
good morning. Robert, good morning. Robert, you saying you gained 50 pounds from this
No,
heat?
I said that the camera adds 30 pounds, and Robert says no. For him, it adds 50.
I got you.
So, I think what adds the 30 pounds to me is how poorly I've eaten since Nicholas left. They ate real good while Nicholas was here.
Yeah.
He's carnivore as well, so I had somebody to tag team with.
Hold you accountable?
I fell off the wagon. Oh my goodness, I fell off the wagon. One of them was at your house.
Well, we had some
meet and
yummy.
greet we did with Tim Shepard over there.
We had some yummy crackers. Man, those were good. My wife found some crackers, and there was one that was an avocado cracker.
Yeah, I ate a ton of them.
Those were amazing.
I should not have, but I did.
So you want to talk anything about?
Oh, I got to turn off my volume.
Those were amazing.
There.
Man, this technology really.
I know it's
hard
not
for you,
easy
isn't
for
it?
us.
So do you
We're
want
old people.
Do you want to talk about?
Listen, we
what
brought
the
in.
result was of that?
We brought in. These were 50 count half cabs. These 50 count boxes. Connecticut, Nicaraguan shade grown, and Maduro.
And we took what they would let us have.
And we were very grateful. They were very generous with us, and we wanted to execute well for them, and we literally sold out. It was an amazing event. We had a couple left Friday, and the few that were still on the board Saturday morning literally were gone by 9:30 Saturday morning. We opened at 9.
The Maduro sold out the night of the event.
Yeah.
The sun-grown, we had just a few left.
Nicaraguan shade-grown.
Shade-grown, excuse me, shade-grown. I should know that. I should get that straight. The shade-grown, somebody come in and bought all we had at Open.
Friday morning.
morning.
I probably had 3/4 of a box
Yeah.
of shade-grown, and there was a guy waiting at the front door at 9 a.m. with the
Ready
door
to
open.
buy.
Walked in, bought the
and
remaining
then-
shade-growns, And then I had about a box and a smidgen of the, well, maybe a box and a half of the Connecticut still remaining as of Friday morning.
Yeah.
And sold through a bunch of those, sold all but 26. So we sold probably over a box on Friday. And Saturday morning there were 26 Connecticut's left. And our friend Brian Bova, who couldn't make the event, got in here and walked in the door early that morning and picked them up. That was that. We're all done. We'll see you next year.
All done. All done.
I feel like I hear Looney Tunes playing in the background.
Yeah, it was all done and, pretty quick.
Well, if you look at the 5 hours of the event from 5 to close, so there's 7 hours. If you take that 7 hours and you take 12, 13, 14, 15, so that puts us at 22 hours. 22.5 hours.
22.5 hours. We were totally sold out.
So
we were blessed. Philip Isley is watching us now. Philip and
Phil
and
earlier on
Nicholas did a phenomenal job. And do you want to say what kind of day it was? Because not only we have the
people listen.
Not only we have the legacy father and son, but we have the regular legacy
and all the other father and son all out for the event. But we were having clients that were coming in. The furthest set of clients from us, from here, that I know of that drove down to the event, drove 6 hours one way to get here for the event. And we had a number of people from, we had one from Kansas City that drove down, spent the evening with us, and drove back to Kansas City super late. Because in the military, and he had to be at Fort Leavenworth for meetings early the next morning. But yeah, we had a great time. There's Phil Isley popping up on my screen.
Phil's in. Hello, fellas. Thanks for a phenomenal event with Nicholas Perdomo and Steve
Torres.
Torres.
Yeah.
Forgot to mention Steve.
Steve is the North Texas, Arkansas, the rest of Arkansas, not the northwest corner, but the rest of
Arkansas. He and Phil split the state.
And Steve has North Texas, Oklahoma, and all of Arkansas except for the three of us in this north corner. Yeah. And, something Steve Torres was kind enough to drive up here. Of course, we've actually known Steve from way back. We met him on the tour in Nicaragua years ago. But Steve drove up just to help us out with the event, was dressed to the nines, and got in there with us helping clients. We had a great time.
It was a great night. And, pretty phenomenal.
So absolutely no complaints. We had, first of all, it was fun.
Yeah.
Like everybody had a good time, and that, me, that's my metric for a good event or a not good event. It's not just the amount of sales. It's did everybody that could make it that night have a good time. We've thrown events where it snowed and we might not have had 8 people here, but if the 8 of them had a great time, then it was a good event.
But sales were good too. We won't complain about that. So
sales were good.
Heat wave still setting in.
I had to put.
It feels like Groundhog Day. Every morning we get up and
it's hot and dry again.
Hot and dry again.
You know something?
And it wasn't as humid this morning. We're sitting out on the patio.
I want you to remember this, because our old arthritic bones will be complaining in short order about how badly we miss summer.
Yeah. Justin Kavanaugh said it was great coming back to see everybody and enjoy the great event with the top class Perdomo Army. Also, shout out to Cigar Mom for a fantastic meal, which
she did.
She does, as always. And by the way, if you don't know, every Thursday night is Cave Night here at Open Door. Around 7 o'clock, Brian and Sharon graciously provide a meal, usually home cooked, and it's a meal at 7 p.m., around 7-ish. Depends on timing and food. And
think of it like island time.
Yeah, it's island. 7 We're on island. We're on cigar shop time.
Yeah, 7-ish.
And it'll be 7-ish, and it's free of charge. We do take donations for mission projects and charitable donations for different groups that y'all donate to.
But for the cave nights on us. We enjoy doing it. It's always been something we just saw as a ministry. But there is somebody tried the way it started. Somebody put a tip jar out there, and we're not taking tips.
Yeah,
Sharon and I it's not what we're doing. And first of all, when I say we're doing it, I go home, pick it up, and bring it back.
Yeah,
that's my role.
Yeah, that's your role.
Sharon cooks it all. But So we got rid of the tip jar and put on their missions, and all the money that's dropped in that on Cape Night all goes to missions. Some of it U.S., most of it probably is to send guys and gals on mission trips. A lot of times that's where it ends up. And then, we do take donations for a number of 501c3s that we're supportive of.
You know, I know I'm circling back, but let's talk about the father-son legacy and the cigars that we've smoked. We've now smoked them all, although I have yet to smoke a Connecticut. I haven't done that yet.
Well,
I've got some Connecticut's. I bought some Connecticut's that night. But let me say this. First off, they're all phenomenal.
Yes, Kimberly D., that is who drove down.
Yes.
6 hours one way.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh,
That was
Kimberly
awesome.
D's joined us.
Yep.
Hello, Kimberly D. It was so great to meet you guys. Man, we were honored to have you guys drive down and spend some time with us. Thank you. But I'm going to tell you one thing I know. They are veterans, and they're smart. They got here early, got set up here in the corner where we're sitting, and they could sit here and watch the crowd and not have to get in there and fight for a seat or
Hopefully
anything.
staff kept checking on frequently enough.
I hope.
Kimberly, did staff do a good job? Otherwise, I've got some free time. I can always kill some people today if need be.
Yeah.
Whatever we need to do.
He will line wheels as necessary. But let's talk about the cigars. I'm going to start with the Maduro. It sold out first, and we do have a lot of Maduro lovers, and I love Maduro. And guys, I am not saying this. Don't think I'm just a Perdomo fanboy, even though I love Perdomo Cigars. I love their family. The Maduro may be the best Maduro I have ever smoked. It's really good. Now, I do want to say this about the Maduro. One, it's got some complexity. It's got some flavor notes popping through there. It's got everything you'd like in a well-rounded Maduro with some complexity. But I do want to tell you, it's got some strength. You want to nurse those father and sons along a little bit. Don't freight train them like we normally do.
As bad as we get in the habit of.
Yeah. You want to nurse those along because it is a stronger cigar. I'm just going to say that. And you say, well, I don't like strong cigars. I tell you, if you'll slow down and not get too carried away with it and go slow, you will be blown away by the
Have a
cigar.
cup of coffee with it.
Yeah.
Have a glass of water. Have something.
Yeah. Don't smoke
have
it on a
something
100-degree
to
afternoon
drink.
on an empty stomach.
On an empty stomach. That's a bad idea all the way around. But do you know why? I talked to Nicholas about this. So when they did the father and son blend, they intentionally used higher primings.
Yeah.
So farther up the plant, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying if it's Seco, Viso, or Ligero, it's higher primings in those categories.
Yeah.
Okay? It doesn't mean they made the whole cigar out of Ligero. They did not. It wouldn't have been near as complex and smooth and flavorful had they done that. It would have only been strength. But because they use higher primings, the higher those primings are, the more sunlight they get pounded with, and the higher nicotine content that they get. So you end up with a stronger cigar. So
And,
that's kind of what that's all about.
Kimberly said that the staff did a great job, and it was great to meet you guys. And
Oh, the honor was ours.
an amazing location. And Kimberly, again, thank you. The honor was ours. Now, let's move over to the shade grown. I really like it. The Maduro, for me.
Hello, Manly.
The Maduro for me. Good afternoon, Manly. The Maduro for me really hit.
Well, you're always going to have a favorite out of a line.
It's a sweet spot. It's a really amazing cigar.
But that's just a palate differential.
It is a palate difference. And some guys are going to like the sun-grown. Some guys are going to like the Connecticut. It's just the way things are going to be. The shade-grown, again, has some strength to it, but it is equally has some unique flavors and complexity that I don't know that I can compare it to any other cigar.
No, and I don't know this. I know that the tobaccos come from a number of regions in Nicaragua for this blend, but obviously I'm not trying to get in like I I know what I don't know.
Yeah.
I am aware of the fact that they use a lot of tobaccos out of Condega and Jalapa as well as Esteli. So some of the differences in this cigar, Perdomo is their main factory is in Esteli, but they have farms and fields in Esteli area as well as in Condega and even farther north in La Japa. So, and the farther north you get, the loamier, sandier that soil becomes. Tobacco is sweeter, smoother, and they just really did an amazing job with the blend on these cigars. It's one of these that I wish there was enough tobacco. If everybody's wondering why they did a limited edition,
just don't have that much tobacco.
The tobaccos they use,
yeah,
they have plenty of and can perpetuate.
Yeah,
because this tobacco is not new tobacco. This tobacco is all older tobacco before they've pulled it out.
And they did it right in the same price area with the legacy, so it's not like it limited. A lot of times when people come out with a limited edition, it's quite a bit more than the regular line. And true to Perdomo fashion, they kept it right in there with the legacy.
The legacy Churchill and the father-son legacy are the same MSRP.
Yeah.
They did not do what so many other companies do and jack the price up because it's an LE.
Yeah.
But I am so sorry if y'all are out there in La La Land and want one and we couldn't take care of you. Trust me, the business guy in me would have loved to have had an unlimited.
But we had to share with other shops.
We've taken comments on a lot of our stuff that we've done. Manley says he's ready for another trip back. I hear you, Manley. I'm trying to put one together for 27. We'll be going down in January. Going down in January. So if you're not on my list, I would highly encourage you to contact me and try to get on my list. Now I've got a standing list, but the sooner you get on it, the sooner you potentially get a phone call to be able to go down with us.
Yeah.
We have taken, currently I believe we have taken 55 different individuals to Nicaragua on the factory tour. And I have yet to bring anybody back that wasn't mind blown, wasn't talking about they can't believe what they got for what it cost them. It's a cheap trip. I anticipate this year's trip to probably be $2,500 round trip. That's all hotels, that's food. To be honest with you, that's beer you drink in the evening at Managua.
And the coffee that they make there at the factory is the best coffee I've ever had. And I know the experience is part of it, but that coffee
and I've got some at home,
amazing.
but I have to get on Amazon and buy an actual percolator. If you make this coffee out of a drip coffee,
it's not the same.
It wasn't grown, or that's not how they're making coffee in Nicaragua. They do it old school. It's in percolators. It's done right, and it's some of the finest coffee best coffee I've ever had. And I've actually had what's that one that cats eat and poop it back out?
Sumatra.
No, it's like Kapalua or something. There's a type of coffee that a jungle cat eats it and poops the coffee bean back out, and it's the most expensive coffee in the world. And I've actually had some of that, and it was good coffee if you're not bothered by the fact that a cat ate it and pooped it out. But then again, I'm an old cop. Every meal I had for 30 years, somebody spit in, so I got over it.
Steve Almond says he smoked all three. Says the Maduro's his favorite of the three. Shade grown.
Close
second, and all three were excellent. And mainly says the coffee and cigar at 4 to 5 a.m. every morning in the sitting area was the best.
Yeah, I would meet Manley out there as soon as I could get over there. I was actually having to stay at another location for just for the numbers that we had last year. But Manley and I both. That's
early morning.
Well, even you when you went on the trip.
Early morning.
We were always meeting up front out there. They always had a big one of those. I call them Southern Baptist percolators.
Oh yeah,
right. You had them in the fellowship hall. I don't know what a Catholic could call that percolator, but that's to me and Randy. That's just no Southern Baptist potluck.
If you had a
percolator.
fellowship, you had a big old percolating pot.
And it didn't
like
matter
that.
if it was a after Sunday night church potluck or whatever.
But anyway, it
Steve,
was...
old school is good. Steve, have you gotten on my list, speaking of which, have you gotten on my list for the tour?
Steve, you would enjoy that.
Steve, you would lose your mind. You would love... It's a bucket list trip you don't realize is on your bucket list.
I got to say that's right. You talked about it.
I always ask people if I oversold it.
I knew it was going to be good, but it was amazing, and it was a bucket list. And I may go back one of these years, but
Hippie Wife booked you this year.
Oh yeah, we've got a big trip coming up.
Yeah. I'm convinced that Randy's actually in the mob. And he's having to go back to the home country.
Yeah, the home country.
Yeah, either that or they're calling him home because maybe he didn't fulfill a contract. They're not happy.
All right, we haven't talked about any funny news yet, but you had a couple of stories that were pretty amazing.
Let's see if they transferred over here.
See if you can find them.
Oh, and they did. Okay. So there was a prisoner, I believe in Wisconsin, and he died and was brought back to life. Right? He died on the table.
Died on the table. Medical care, and he died, and they resuscitated
him. His name is Benjamin Schreiber. He was serving a life sentence in Iowa for bludgeoning a man to death in 1996. He tried to argue that his sentence had already been served because technically he had died.
He did.
In 2015, he developed septic poisoning from kidney stones. Man, kidney stones suck. Can you imagine having them in prison? That sucked twice. And his heart stopped during a medical emergency. But the doctors resuscitated him, and he fully recovered. Now, with that in mind, Mr. Schreiber filed a claim years later, arguing that he was resuscitated against his will, and that his brief death meant his life sentence had been technically ended. The district court, on the other hand, rejected the argument, and the appeals court upheld the decision, pointing out that he was unlikely to have actually died since he signed his own legal documents in this case.
Yep, and there was no death certificate.
No, and the judges ruled the sentence will not end until and the judge got specific.
Yeah.
Until the medical examiner formally declares him dead. So I think now, instead of us hearing a judge say you're being sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, or until you die, you will die in prison. Now they'll say until the medical examiner signs off that you are dead.
Yeah,
so, I don't know. Maybe we'll see that. Thought that was pretty funny, and then I got another one. I got to find.
Yeah, you had two. You had two that told me about, and I tell you what, nothing is going to top the guy that had the cigar shop in his closet at the nursing home.
85-year-old dude.
Oh, that
awesome.
one. I give the guy kudos. I don't know if he's going to probably get in some trouble. I don't know how much, but I give the guys kudos. Pulling that off.
He ain't going to get in any trouble. He's 85 years old and living in assisted living. What are they going to do? Sentence him to money?
Yeah, and I'm not advocating breaking the law at all. But
well,
that's pretty
I'm
innovative.
not in most cases, but I'm kind of supportive of if you're going to break a law, this is to some degree, unless you're allowing some people on an oxygen tank to smoke, which that's just a serious fire hazard. That's a bad idea. But, the fact that sexually transmitted diseases are worse in assisted living homes than anywhere else. Did you know that? There's a fun fact.
I did not know that.
The single biggest place for sexually transmitted diseases is in nursing and retirement assisted living.
I did not know that. No, I did not know that.
Well, I tell you what, I'll promise you, Hippie Wife and Cigar Mom will be a whole lot happier with you and me for selling cigars out of the closet in the assisted living than if we bring home something other than a T-shirt. I'll tell you right now. We wouldn't have to worry about it because we would both then.
Oh, I would have my death certificate signed in short order.
Yes, we would have passed in our sleep, probably because a pillow was held over our face.
Yeah.
All right, here's the next one. There's an 82-year-old woman that was arrested. Now, you make a determination, is this a good, sweet little 82-year-old lady or not? She was arrested, and you got to be bad when they arrest you.
At 82?
Yeah, because the cops, you know what the cops don't want in jail? An 82-year-old.
Yeah.
Arrested for rigging the church's bingo night for 12 straight years.
What?
12 straight years. Authorities say that Dorothy Mae Collins volunteered every Thursday night because she's sweet like apparently, always insisting on calling the numbers and handing out the cards. Suspicion finally grew when she won the grand prize 47 times in 1 year. Despite reminding everyone she was just, and I quote, just lucky. A church's audit allegedly uncovered handwritten bingo cards hidden inside her Bible, magnetic bingo balls, and a notebook labeled, quote, Operation B12, unquote.
Okay. I don't know that I'm smart enough to figure out how all that works out. But the magnetic bingo balls, I guess she had certain balls that would be drawn if they were magnetic, and she would be able to pick those balls.
Listen, she had put some work in on this. Not only did she have handwritten bingo cards so she could, you could fill in what you want.
Yeah.
So in other words, instead of it being B-I-N-G-O, and then the numbers going down through those letters,
she had some blank spots.
She could fill them in as needed.
Yeah.
I pulled up N73. Look, I've got an N73 now. Not only did she do that, she had magnetic balls going on in there. And whatever she was doing was apparently pretty effective because she won the grand prize 47 times. Now, I'm going to assume they play bingo roughly once a week.
Once a week,
church.
I'm sure it was a weekly deal.
And she won because it said 47 times in 1 year. That's not bad, even if they did it every single week. And you got to wonder if they took Christmas week off.
You got to wonder.
47 out of 52, all but 5 of them.
Of course, you wonder how long it took them to catch on to that.
Apparently a year.
My suspicions would have gotten a little higher than that, a little quicker than that.
I won't argue that you and I might be, but we might be a little cynical on that.
Yeah, because this sweet old lady that volunteers to help, she wouldn't do that.
Boy, I tell you what, I've met some of them sweet old ladies, and they're sweet at a distance.
And some of them take their bingo pretty serious.
Apparently.
I have not been. My daughter, one of my daughters, and her husband, they just said, let's go play bingo. And they went somewhere to play bingo. And they said, you got these older people in there. There were some young ones, but mainly older people. And these people were paying 5, 7, 10 cards and keeping up with them. And, buddy, they were serious about it. And you don't talk. You don't talk and maybe make a chance that nobody hears the bingo card number or you're going to get in trouble. Mark Plunkett.
Hey, Mark.
How's things in the wonderful world of donks?
Yeah, Mark is our donk man. Mark and I were actually talking about the Perdomo tour yesterday.
Oh, cool.
He's going to...
See about going?
Well, Mark has been before, but I believe Mark's ready to go back. And Mark, like you and I, are definitely members of the Perdomo Army. And, and he was going to do some checking today to see if
he can get permission from the CEO.
No, I think he had permission from the boss. Oh. I don't think that was a problem.
Has to check with the Treasury Department, maybe.
No, I think he's good on all that. I think this was scheduling.
Yeah, scheduling.
I think it's one of these things that if everything worked out,
his busy calendar.
Well, believe it or not, he doesn't just raise donks.
I know, he's really man.
He freaking road warrior, first of all, and then on top of being a road warrior, he also has a whole bunch of donkeys. Yep, there he is.
Good,
going February 13th to the 17th. Well, Mark,
all right, good.
I hate that I will miss you. We're on the 23rd. My group will be on the 23rd to the 28th. We add a day on ours so we can get back to Managua and chill out one afternoon before we come home. But flying into a secondary airport's tough.
I got at some point, Mark, I'm going to call you, and I'm not there yet. But I want one of those little miniature donkeys.
I'm not sure Mark does minis. Mark, do you do the little midget? I call them midget donkeys. Randy gets mad at me, says it's politically incorrect, but I think they're midget donkeys.
I'm not going there. I'll let him hang his own self.
You got midget goats. I think the midget bouncy goats are cute. Sharon wants one of them.
I think they're cute too.
What's that long-haired midget cow?
Highland.
Yep. Sharon wants a Highland cow in the dog run, and she wants a little one of those little bouncy midget goats.
And a donkey.
And I'm sure if I brought home a midget donkey, she'd be happy to play them. I'm pretty sure my next door neighbor, whose dogs bark incessantly, I bet if I brought in one of those little donkeys and put over there, right? I bet you that braying of that donkey I'd get complaints
Yeah.
enough to be able to say, well, I tell you what, I'll let my donkey go if you let your dog go.
Yeah.
Can you put a bark collar on a donkey?
You have to ask
question.
Mark. He's the
Mark,
deal.
can you put a bark collar on a...
And I don't think there's a way to really control the brain. I don't know. Maybe Mark knows. I think it just goes with the deal.
Mark said that my trip that was full already. Mark, I could always put you on my list, and then you're in.
You know somebody.
Well, I do. I'm the guy that fills out the list.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
Yeah, those little Highland cows. And you think about it.
My problem is eventually I'd want to eat it.
Well,
And I don't think you eat the midget cows.
No, you can.
Well, I'm not saying you couldn't. I'm just saying I don't think the money's right in it for the amount of beef.
Well, but here's the thing. You don't have the feed in them that you do a full-grown.
Mark says, negatory. No midget donks.
Oh, none. Okay. All right. So
You know what he does with them?
The full-grown donks aren't that big. I mean, they're not like a mule or something. A donk is.
No, but a donk will go out and listen. And you know this because you grew up a farmer. I don't know a single cattle farmer doesn't have a couple of
My dad had
a couple
had
of donks
one
out there
for a
running
while.
around.
My dad
because
had one for a while.
They
because
will
of
kill
coyotes.
freaking coyotes without hesitation or effort.
Yeah.
They will protect your calves.
That's what Dad had his for.
Now they can be a little cantankerous.
Well, they're donkeys.
Well, yeah, but if I had one, Sharon's going to have hand-fed that thing
Oh.
from birth until that freaking thing will probably
Yeah.
be protective of her. Anybody else gets around her. But apparently male donkeys, Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, but apparently male donkeys are a bit of a pain in the butt. They can be cantankerous, right? And everybody has female donkeys out there in their pastures.
Yeah.
So when you need a new baby donkey, you have to, I guess you need a stud.
You got to go find
And,
the.
so I guess
deal.
Mark does.
They
stud
are
feed.
larger. Look up mammoth donks. The sound is going in and out on me. Okay, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be us.
It could
Mark.
be us. We suck at production.
Technology, and who knows? I don't know. But
How's Tennessee weather? Still hotter than 7 blazes? At least y'all got some rain, I think, didn't you? I saw a post of his. I think they got
yeah,
some.
we haven't had the rain.
We ain't rained here in a month.
Yeah, we're ready for some. I'm surprised though. You water your lawn. I typically
I do.
don't.
Well,
And
we
I
live in the county.
and you and I were talking about this Thursday night when you were over at the house for a little gathering we had there.
Or Tuesday.
Or Tuesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night. And even though it's brown in some spots, it's hanging in there pretty good for the fact we haven't had any rain and not water. Of course, I'm on a irrigation moratorium right now. I can't do that anyway.
Well,
It's 90 plus
technically
degrees.
you can't get caught.
Yeah, you can.
No, I'm saying it's not that it's illegal. It's only illegal if you get caught.
Well, let me tell you, the water system I'm on is very advanced with their technology. I have an app on my phone, and I can pull it up right now, and I can see how much water I've used by the hour. They know when I water
You'd have
mine.
turned on 5 minutes, turned off for a day. Turned on 5 minutes.
Yeah,
You'd have to
yeah.
do it different time every day, not build
Yeah.
a pattern. See, now you're just giving me a challenge of how to beat it.
How to
You know,
beat it.
figure out how to beat it.
See, I'm okay. I'm compliant. I don't want other people to run out of water. I'm compliant.
You're a much nicer guy than I am.
Well, that's me. You said it. I didn't. I don't know.
Well, truth is truth. There's not a your truth, my truth. It's just truth. Stuff's either, I'm going to get on a rant. Stuff's either true or it's not.
Hey, one thing we haven't talked about, football season is here. Last night, in fact, we had a preseason NFL game on here last night.
yeah,
So we got preseason football. College football is just around the corner.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to have football Saturdays here coming up pretty quick. And of course, Sundays were closed, but might be on at Happy's Place on Sunday afternoon, as long as the weather's nice.
For those of y'all in La La Land that don't know, we've known Mark for a while, Plunkett, Donk Man. But we had a great time last year. We all met up in New Hampshire at Two Guys for the original release of the Legacy brand from Perdomo. We all met up at David Garofalo's place. And of course, Cigar Mom and I are going back up in September for the New England Cigar Expo.
New England Cigar
It
Expo.
used to be the his anniversary event.
Which last year we weren't sure they were going to have it again, but he decided to go ahead and have it again. It's a phenomenal event, but man, it's a lot of work for those guys.
Oh, I can't.
They put on a tremendous event. A lot of different vendors there. Great weekend. So sometimes you guys might want to go see our buddy Dave Garofalo and his team and see how they work.
People talk about, going to the Big Smoke. People that just love cigars. I'll be honest with you, not knocking the Big Smoke at all, but if you're that kind of guy that likes to truly go to the cigar events, go to the New England Cigar Expo.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you, they normally release the tickets for sale online first part of May.
They're sold
for
out.
a September event.
Quick.
And the VIP, 2-day VIP tickets are a lot of times sold out within 60 seconds.
Yeah.
You need to
gotta
have
be
it
there,
up, and you need to be waiting, and when the clock, when your iPhone computer digital clock hits 10 a.m. when they open you, bink, you
hit the button.
Freaking hit it, man.
Yeah.
But it is something else. They're always fun. They're always, the entertainment and the theme is always different every year. They are always giving away big prizes.
Oh,
tons
yeah.
of cigars. I want to say last year's VIP ticket, there were cutters and ashtrays and stuff in the package, but you also got like 36, 38 cigars, there's always 13 to maybe 18 principals for the company. So Jorge, George Padron, right? Rocky Nish or Nimish wine will always be there. Nick and Janine are always up there. They're good friends with David. They're always going to support. They've got Husko Aurora, Christian Aurora. I mean, the list goes. Terrence Riley is usually there from Aganor, so Terrence is a great guy. They've always got a great group of people. It's a wonderful prime rib dinner. The first night.
My goodness.
Well done, table served. It's not some buffet line thing. You are seated, and it's just a spectacularly well done event, and it's got to be 5 times or 10 times, probably 10 times as big, if not 50 times as big as our 10th anniversary event. And knowing what work
they had a huge tent. We were all in huge tent.
It's something.
Yeah,
it is something else. And if you really enjoy cigars and the cigar culture, it's one of those I'd recommend you look at it. David Garofalo and Ed Santa Maria do an amazing job running their crew, and those 3 shops in Salem, Nashua, and Seabrook.
Seabrook, yeah. So the Perdomo event was our event for the month of August, so we don't have any other cigar-related events, but we do have our weekly events. Tuesday night, poker night, 7 o'clock. Come in, friendly game, no cash. There's a place for that over towards Siloam Springs. So it's just a fun little friendly game. Wednesday night's music on the patio. Thursday night is you're doing it again. He's like, you always have to do the events. Yes.
Can you tell who came from corporate sales?
And people come in and say, I didn't know y'all had that. Well,
Mark Plunkett, your mom, and my cousin are the only people that are watching.
Steve Allman. And Steve
Allman, Robert
is good about watching. So, yeah.
And guess what? Every one of these know about. Mm-hmm. They do.
Yeah.
These aren't the ones
Thursday
that don't
night.
know.
And football season is here, so
Now,
football on
season's
Saturday and
coming up.
Thursday night we'll
that
have
deserves
it.
a
I'll
shout
give
out.
it back to you, boss. Now that you I could see
My
you
only
smiling.
shtick
I
is
knew when I started,
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, "Oh, he's gonna bust my chops about this."
Yeah, I just like, that's all I'm waiting on is something to give you a hard time about. I really, if you hadn't done that, I'd pick something else.
Oh yeah.
So it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Speaking of Padron, there's Jose Orlando Padron with Cigar Mom and I back at the trade show before he had passed.
Yeah. Then our best of the best 2026 from Google, Open Door Cigars.
Yeah. If you
State of Arkansas.
If you haven't given us a Google review, give us an honest Google review.
And here's the interesting thing about it. That's not something applied for, something we paid for. They just said, hey, look at it, Google reviews, just look at the analytics. You guys are the state of Arkansas winner.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
You know, it's, my brother used to say there's two places in
Yeah.
any race. First place and not first place.
Well, and you know, we don't know, and I'm not.
No.
We're happy to get it. We're proud of it. But every cigar shop in the state may have got one too. I don't know.
I don't know, yeah. I'm not going to call around to all my buddies and ask them if they got one
Hey,
too.
did y'all get a Google review?
It's probably good advertisement for shops to get people to leave Google reviews.
Yeah, yeah.
And that probably helps out Google.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to just guess. What are we missing? I'll tell you what, City of Fayetteville did not send me an email this year saying, hey, your alcohol beverage permit is due. Now, luckily, Cigar Mom is Cigar Mom, so she already knew it was due,
done
but she kept waiting to get this email in. Always has the form you fill out and all that. Never came in, so she finally asked me about it. I said, have I got it? She said, nope, hadn't seen it. So she went and dug it up, got it filled out. I got it in the mail today. A little time sensitive.
Yeah.
To get it into the City of Fayetteville on time to make sure that just from a clerical error we don't end up out of service.
Yeah, that'd be a bad deal. And you know that happens because there's some of these folks out there that they're not as dialed in as Cigar Mom. They may not be watching it and all that. And you could see that might happen. Are you actually trying to do two things at once?
I am.
While we're on a live stream.
Yep. I'm answering questions to the boss.
Oh, well, you better do that or she'll fire you.
Yep.
All right.
I don't think she'll fire me only because she didn't want my job too.
Yeah.
She's already booked up to, poor little thing, booked up to her eyeballs. But
Yeah. So, what else we got, boss? We talked about funny news, the hot weather. We reviewed the father and son legacy event, which was awesome. I did a summary review of this week's activities, much to your enjoyment.
yes.
What else you got?
Well, you know, I think the big thing is, guys, these students are back.
Oh, they
We're in
are. You can
college
tell the
town.
difference in the
We're in a
traffic.
college town, and you can look at traffic and tell the students are back in town. I want to say we're somewhere north of 30,000 students. I don't know that number, but I think that's probably about right. But students are back in town. School is back in full swing now for all the littles.
Yeah.
Talking to my grandsons yesterday, and both of them, of course, moved up a class. And trying to get either one of them to tell you about school is about impossible. But
I do have one thing.
what's that?
Monday, I'm going with my granddaughter. Kenny and I are going with our little 5-month-old granddaughter. And we are going to the Fayetteville Library to the Baby Bookworm Club meeting.
Your hippie wife is going to love that beyond
Oh,
description.
she is
You're going to
all
like it
over
because
it.
you're just going to sit there and look at all the babies.
Yeah. Steve Allman says some good news. The River Valley may break the 100-degree streak today. It's been hot. Here's the month. Here this month, I may be able to go outside and smoke a father and son tonight. Boy,
Isn't
it is
terrible?
hot.
Buy the cigars and it's so hot you can't stand to go outside and smoke one.
I was up here for a little while for cave night, and then I went home. And after I got home, got a couple things done I wanted to do, I said, I'm going to go outside. And it's dark by then. And said, I'm going to smoke a cigar. And I think I texted you for a little bit. And it was still pretty warm last night.
I'll tell you a cheat.
Yeah.
If you take a pan and fill it with ice, put a little bit of water in it, set the fan right behind it, and have it blow,
Yeah.
you got a poor man's air conditioner.
Yeah.
It's enough to get you through a cigar anyway.
Yeah.
Or another one, have you seen where people take an ice chest and fill it full of ice and put a fan blowing through it and a tube coming out there to drill a hole in it, a tube coming out that side? Again, make it a poor man's air conditioner.
I tried a poor man's air conditioner. I did it a little different. I didn't do the whole hose and everything. I'm sure that makes a difference. What I did is I got 2 milk jugs and froze them.
Yeah.
And I set them behind the fan. Now, it's 100 degree during the day. It was a Sunday afternoon. I said, I'm going to test that and see if it works.
Mm-hmm.
So I set it up. I got a pretty good little fan there. I would have to put my ear within the distance of the blade to to feel any relief. If you got real close, you could feel it.
Can I make
but
a
in that
suggestion?
100-degree heat, by the time it got off, it was gone.
Set the ice in front of it.
I thought about that. I may try that
Set
next
the ice
time.
in front of it, because you're not going to cool the air off enough behind it before it comes in there.
Yeah.
But if you set it in front of it, it's blowing out hot air out,
Yeah.
but it's having to go around that ice. And the 2 milk jugs, they're blocked ice, right?
Yeah.
So
May not be enough.
if you put broken ice in a pan where the evaporation is taking effect and blew it, put that out in front of your fan. So the fan's blowing across that. It's going to pick up all that. Kind of like a mister.
Where'd you get your engineering degree, by the way?
I got that off of watching somebody else do it and having a bunch of real redneck friends.
YouTube is our friend. Isn't it, for that
is
stuff?
our friend.
Oh.
There's no kidding. That's it. That is the doggonest truth right there.
By the way, here comes another one, so you can get it after me.
All right.
We are on YouTube now, so go to Open Door Cigars, like our page, share, follow, like, share, and help us get the viewership up. We're growing slowly, but we're growing. We do the Facebook Live, and then we post it on YouTube later. So go to YouTube. We're out there.
Yep, do it. Do it. I think what else we got going on? Been a good week at the shop. Been busy. I mean, I'm not necessarily like in the shop. I've been busy. Let me rephrase that. I've been busy.
You had some catching up to do after last week.
Well, I'm a beta test for some buddies of mine that are propping up a new deal, and we're using our companies as a beta test for their new analytics and stuff that's dragging AI, and it's like a virtual CFO and AI and a dashboard, and
this is right down your alley.
And it's all over my head. I have no idea how it works, but the information it's kicking out is really cool. And so I had a 3-hour meeting this week with those guys as we, did some more testing and stuff. And the guy that's writing all their code and is one of the 3 guys putting this together. Basically, we're going through it to see what's broken, going back in, trying to fix it. What else did that break? That kind of thing. Just standard beta testing.
Yeah.
Had that, and then of course you and I had the HNC, the Howdye Council, which is a group of business owners all from different industries.
And they are nice guys.
That they really are great dudes. And we met this week. So that both of those, we had a couple of reps in. Shout out to Oliver Mueller. With Crux, he came by. You and I should get to see Steve Garland with General first of the week. He's supposed to be in first of the week.
Yeah, it'd be good to see Steven. I always like to see Steven. And
he says he's bringing his boss. You and I should put together a plan. Well, I was going to say we put together a plan to give Steven a hard time. Make his boss kind of scratch his head a little bit. Like when they come in, maybe
we want to build Steven up.
I don't want to do it so far to get in trouble
in case he sees it. But I got a couple ideas what we could do.
I think when he walks in and we look at him, we introduce ourselves to him. We look at Steven and we go, "Hi, I'm Brian. I'm the owner. This is Randy. He's on our board, and it's nice to meet you. Who you with again?"
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure when the boss sees his expense report and has seen him come through here very regularly. Well, if we do that, he's going to know he claimed to be the Fayetteville. But no, I love Steven. He does take great care of us. Takes great care of us. Met Steven at Maduro's in Little Rock, cigar bar downtown Little Rock.
Years ago. That's been how long ago has that been?
Well, we've been open 12 and a half, and it was prior to us opening up. So it's all good, but I've known him a long time now.
Yeah.
We've seen him go from Maduro's to West End. Can I get you anything? Oh, you're fine. We don't even worry about it in here.
I just wanted a glass of water.
Oh, I'm on it. Randy will tell them about what we're doing Tuesday and Thursday and Wednesday.
I'm not going there again because I heard y'all heard all that.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
But
we don't
Brian
worry about
is the bartender
till
2 o'clock. So he's got another 25 minutes on the clock here.
We call it the R&B Show.
So a gentleman came in and needed a glass of water because it's hot out there. And so he is taking care of that.
I bet you do need a glass of water, though.
The cigar of choice today for me was the
Lot
Lot 23 Maduro. I don't know what Boss Man's smoking. He's about down here.
What are you riding?
I am saving my father and son legacies.
Well,
I'm gonna go through
shiny
those
side
pretty
side
slow.
up.
So
Right.
I
Rubber
got a
side
few,
down.
not a lot.
You'll be good to
I
go.
got a few,
And
I'm
stay
gonna be
hydrated.
saving those and making sure that I
Hey,
smoke
you bet,
those
brother.
when it's a special occasion.
Oh, it's
and
free.
all of
You
that
can
is
do all
good.
that stuff for that.
But-
You want a to-go glass?
I just finished it before I leave.
Okay.
Can I take it out there?
Sure.
Watch that here.
Thank you, sir.
I just part of the live studio audience.
Yeah, yeah. We actually had we've actually got 3 people in the studio audience here this afternoon. So
It's funny when it's delayed on here, so when I come and I sit back down and I look at the chair I'm in and I'm not there, it's a little vampire-ish feeling.
yeah, because
Like
you're
looking in the mirror and don't see
you're
yourself.
like, oh, he's not there. He's not there. I didn't go back through the weekly calendar because I didn't want to get another hard time on that. I talked to him about what I was smoking today with the Lot 23 Maduro.
Well, odds are I never took my mic off, so they got to listen to mine and his
they
conversation.
they did.
So
Yeah, you didn't take it off, and you didn't stop.
at least I
talking.
didn't go to the bathroom this time.
And he didn't stop talking, and he didn't go to the bathroom, which was good. I don't know how in the world that didn't pick that up.
You know, we're just going to praise God and move on.
Yeah.
That's all there is. You didn't buy anything at Richard's today. We walked over to Richard's Meat Market.
Yeah.
If you're in the Northwest Arkansas area, you got to go to Richard's Meat Market. That is the doggonest meat market ever. But I went over and got Cigar Mom and my dinner for tonight.
Yeah.
If all works out well, we'll be having a ribeye and a tenderloin
Yeah.
and a little cream cheese stuffed mushroom
Oh.
and a bacon wrapped Anaheim cream cheese filled Anaheim pepper.
I got a bunch of jalapenos coming off in my little
Let's
herb
get to
garden.
work. We need to stuff them
So
and smoke them.
we're gonna probably do that tonight with some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff them, wrap them, smoke them. Let me know how those turn out.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do some that you vein and seed, and do a couple that you don't. And play
Oh,
pepper roulette with
I'd
hippie wife.
get killed with my wife if she got a hold of one of those. I'd get killed. She loves jalapenos, but she wants the seeds and the veins out of it.
Well, takes all the sport out of it.
Well,
You're
it
living
does.
marriage safely. You're not taking.
Yeah,
You're not risking anything.
I'm risking a lot, just hoping she lets me hang around.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I'm just hoping she lets me stay around, and boy, she does. I'm blessed beyond what I deserve for sure.
Well, you and I both. You and I both. Well, you know, what we haven't talked about today that we normally spend most of the time talking about,
What's that?
either doctor's appointments we've had or our diet.
Well, I'll have to go there then, since you brought it up. I did have I go now that I'm getting in the 60s there. Just barely.
What? You're
barely-
in your 60s?
Barely crossed
Get
over.
out of here.
So I'm doing my 6-month checkup, and they do blood work every 6 months. I love my doctor because he's conservative. He just doesn't throw you on medicine and stuff like that, but he stays on top of stuff really well. I like him. And so, you know, stay on top of stuff, but don't just run test to run test. He's very appropriate in when he says we need to check this or get a baseline here and all that. Anyway, I had my checkup, and they ran my blood test. Well, since then, 95 days ago, I started my diet. I'm down 32 pounds. It's
You're
kind
gonna
of slowed down a little bit.
Back
but-
yourself in a new wardrobe.
Yep, I have, and that was one thing my wife and I talked about. I got to go get some new pants because I can't hardly hold my others up. Even
Well,
with
the
belts
rest of
and
us
stuff.
appreciate it if you did.
Yeah, I know, because you don't want to see that plumber's crack for sure.
Nope.
But anyway, losing the 32 pounds, walking, going more protein based, no sugars, very little. I think I've cheated and had 3 soft drinks during my
Stressful days. You
well,
went for the hard stuff.
just like a Dr. Pepper. Anyway, got my lab work down. My cholesterol was down 100 points. It's just almost back in the
Not bad range.
not bad. Yeah, at
I
all.
take it if you were 100 points north, you were well into the bad range.
Oh, I was getting up in the.
Were they trying to put you on
I was on
statin?
something. Yeah, I was on something. I can't remember what it is, but
whatever
yes.
it was, would have been a
Yeah,
statin.
yeah.
That's what they.
But anyway, I'm about to get to the point now that he said if you keep doing what you're doing, I think we'll be able to take you off that next time.
Boy,
So
I'll tell you what.
yeah,
I want nothing to do with them. My next blood work's coming up, and I'm going to tell them when they go in there to vampire me, suck it out. I want them to test 2 new things. They may be tested where I don't know. Okay, I can't read it. If I get it back, I don't know what it means on most of them. But I want them to test. I want them to run a calcium.
They did that
test,
on mine, and mine was in the normal range.
Was it? I want to be on the good side or better than normal, but like I got to have a goal. You know me. I got to have a goal. I want that, and I want them to test me just to make sure I'm not, by nature, DNA-wise, I'm not insulin resistant.
That is something you might ought to look into.
You know what I mean? Because I don't want to end up, they told my dad, who was skinny as a rail, they told my dad in his 70s that he was pre-diabetic, and to be honest with you, it scared him.
Yeah.
Right? And my dad loved to have a little bowl of ice cream every night at bedtime, and he's in his mid-70s. And if we'd known he was going to turn up with cancer and 22 months later, it'd get him. I'd have rather given him the ice cream for 22 months.
Every night, yeah.
But a lot of this is just so genetics-based, it seems, that I'd like for him to just, let's see if I'm insulin resistant. Let's see if I've got, because it's not in my, again, I am not a medical professional. Please
I
consult
guarantee
your
you
own
they're
physician.
checking your blood sugar level.
Oh, yeah, they're checking blood sugar level, and those have been okay. But I want them to see apparently there's something, your blood sugar level can be fine or out of what they consider fine range.
It's still, pre-diabetic.
Whether you are insulin resistant or are not insulin resistant
is a different deal.
Is 2 different things.
Yeah.
And again, with cholesterol, your brain reportedly is 80-something% cholesterol. And there is a big argument out there, part of the reason I eat carnivore, that the cholesterol is not the problem. The problem is the calcium, the plaque, right? And the cholesterol being sent into your blood stream, veins and arteries, is actually to make repairs. It can't do that when it gets.
We're in the medical segment now.
Yeah, we've moved on into medicine. And by the way, please trust nothing either of us say in the medical section. Okay,
we're not medical doctors or anything.
Nope. And both of us believe that there's a date printed right here that is the date we're going to drop dead, and there's nothing we can do to add even an inch to that. We're just trying to stay healthy until it's our time to check out.
But my blood sugar was lower. I'm just barely.
Well, you quit drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That bound to make a
3
difference.
to 4 of those a day would do you in. And I have not had a Mountain Dew since I started. I've had 2 or 3 Dr. Peppers, but not at all. So I'm averaging 1 a month. And man, I'm telling you, everything on my deal was better. So if I get the other 15 to
So does that mean you got
15 to 20 pounds to go?
You made hippie wife happy that all your blood work looked good?
She was happy with my report card, yes. So I get my other 15 to 20 pounds off. I should be really
back to
pretty
playing
good.
basketball, running marathons.
I don't think I'll make basketball. My
Superman.
knees won't do that anymore.
Well, you get all that weight off. Who knows what they'll do?
Who knows?
I know you've been talking about your knees sure feel better
They
than
do feel
they
better.
did.
They do feel
I'm
better.
not saying they feel good,
Yeah,
but they feel better.
They feel better. Now, I do get the cortisone shots, and I noticed that last time I went up your steps the other day, or when I went up those steps, that's wearing off. But it does not hurt nearly as bad carrying 30 pounds less than I did. So that's all good.
That is good.
So that's my medical report. You've given yours. You got to get some stuff checked.
I mean, mine's just, this is just my standard blood work coming up. I'm just going to tell them to add a couple of things on there and, just dig a little deeper. Again, my blood work up to this point has been really good. They've not had any complaints with my blood work.
Tim and Mel Little jumped on.
Well, hello, Tim and Mel. How are y'all?
Tim and Mel, let us know.
And, of course, how's Gertie?
When you get your Espinosa shirt, because I think he took care of that, getting it in while he was here. If not, we'll follow up with him because he'll be back through.
Yes, if you didn't get that.
But you should be getting that, if you haven't already got it, pretty soon. So, now that we've taken care...
Friday, 1:45?
What you thinking, Bob?
Well, I'm just trying to think what we got going on. I got to mow this weekend.
I don't know that I'm gonna mow. Mine's not. I'm not getting a. I mowed last weekend, and basically I knocked the tops off the fescue. That's about all that's grown. So I knocked some of those up, and I stirred up a lot of dust.
There's no doubt I'm going to be eating dust. But I'm not so sure at this point in life. I'm not mowing my yard.
It's just because you like
for
to mow.
the enjoyment of making straight lines and being left alone.
You like to
for
mow.
2 hours.
You like to mow.
So
I don't mind mowing. My wife loves to mow. She's like you. She loves to mow.
well, your wife also likes to get up first thing in the morning, and go out and start weeding her garden.
Oh yeah, she did
She
it
loves
this
to
morning.
play in the garden.
She did it this morning.
Doug, did you ever hire Jose?
I haven't yet, so I got to reach out to Jose. You turn me on my new lawn guy. You said he's a good one.
Yeah,
so I
good
gotta
gardener. He did a good job with trimming up all our stuff. Man, we got a beautiful garden going all the way around the house. Flower beds, I should say, not garden, not like vegetable garden.
Yeah.
We just got flower beds, but we got a bunch of them, like 300 plants, and they have all done so well that they were growing into each other.
Yeah.
So we needed the beds weeded, and I did about half of them between one of the events we were throwing. I got about half of them done. I just couldn't get to the rest, so we had him come back in and weed everything, and we also had him shape all 300
They
plants
look
that
good.
needed it. And then we brought out unpaid sponsorship today. 2 things: Possum Creek Bistro.
Yes.
Had lunch over there yesterday with
Yep.
Carrie and Erica.
They had a egg biscuit
breakfast. Yep.
breakfast sandwich this morning. It looked real good that she posted. I didn't stop and have it, but we'll see. We will let you know.
And then,
so he hadn't got them yet, but when he gets them, he'll let us know. Thank you, Tim.
Yep. And then the other unpaid sponsorship.
Your tree company.
Oh yeah, our arborist, which is tree
Yeah.
climbers.
Tree
They
climber.
came out and trimmed up a magnolia that we have that is just gets huge, and it gets up. It's right in an inside corner coming
Yeah.
off of a breakfast nook on the house, and it's in this inside corner. It's not where, like, we didn't plan it. It was there when we bought the house 3.5 years ago, but and had been there obviously for years. But it's just in great shape. It's beautiful, or it was.
Yeah.
And we had to have them out because it was getting
It
into
was
the,
growing,
It
man.
was
That
getting
thing
into
was
the
growing.
screens on the windows, as well as the gutter where it comes up on this inside corner. And so we had to have it trimmed back, and they did. So right now it looks like, you remember like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree? Basically, a twig. That's kind of what my beautiful magnolia looks like.
I know it, but it'll
Currently.
it'll be better. Greg
Hold on.
Sanders just joined us. Hello, Greg.
Hello, Greg. Have we violated meta standards today?
No, we must not, because
So
they're
far?
still live, as far as I can tell.
Well, we may be gathering the evidence.
He may be.
Maybe running
He may
surveillance.
just be pretending that he's our friend, and he may.
No, I'm
it may
pretty
be.
sure
He
he
may
is.
be on a case.
I
It
know
may
too
be.
much.
He may be on a case of undercover work.
Yeah, no, I know his secrets too. I don't think he's faking it. Nobody would fake being our friends. It's too much work.
So Tim and Mel's dog Gertie, the big dog that we got to meet,
Said it was hot, and she's hunting butterflies.
hunting butterflies.
Yeah.
She's on the butterfly hunt.
I tell you what, Annie, our little Australian shop dog, Australian Shepherd, she is quite the bird hunter.
I know. She's been
She
bringing
brought
them
me
in.
another one.
Again.
She brought me another one.
She's wiping out your bird population. over
Nah,
there.
well, trust me, we're not going to run thin anytime soon.
Yeah. Greg, my friend, I hope you're doing well, buddy. We're giving you a hard time, but
Greg says, no, nothing
nothing
but
but
love.
love for you guys. Yeah, we're giving you a hard time, Greg. Man, I tell you what, Greg's one of those guys. We got several guys on here and ladies that kind of fit this. Mel and Dee are in that group now. Kimberly are in that group. But I've never met Greg. You've met him on the trip, but I've never personally met Greg. But it's like an old buddy when he shows up, and
Well,
and
we
get
talk
to
all the
visit
time.
with him.
3 of us talk all the time. And again, Greg's comment, I'm sorry I missed the Perdomo event.
Yeah.
Greg, that's about 3 trips in that your job is beginning to get in the way of.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. You're going to have to get your priorities
It's
in
something
line.
about paying for Rhino's college
Yeah.
and 2 mortgages and all the other bills in life with raising a family.
That outstanding patio and pool he's got, and, and smoker.
But I'm
and
going to
all
need you to
that.
get your priorities in order here and understand that you should be wasting your money on a trip over here from Atlanta just to hang out for fun and smoke a
and
cigar.
I think at some point I may holler at Greg because my smoker that I've got is a Rec Tech, which I love my Rec Tech. Greg said that's not very far from where he lives.
Oh, you could go to international headquarters.
I want to go to the headquarters and just check it out. Now, I did check in to go into one of their schools. I'm sure it's worth it, but it was a little more expensive than I wanted to spend. Because I feel like I'm pretty good now.
But you could be excellent.
I can be excellent.
Here's the problem. Some reason, now I'm not saying I understand this, hippie wife thought the big trip to Italy, the lifetime trip to Italy was more important.
It wasn't in that range.
It was more important, though, because you couldn't do both.
Yeah.
Right? And I think hippie wife thought that Italy was more important for some strange reason than you going to a cooking school. Now, I don't know why she'd think that, Randy. I wouldn't think that.
I don't either. Now, Greg says he's got a Rec Tech and a Traeger, and I considered the Traeger, but I don't know, for some reason, some of the reviews I read, watching their YouTube channel, I kind of went with the Rec Tech, and I have not been disappointed.
That's Greg. He's got one of both.
But you've got one of both, so give us your opinion, Rec Tech or Traeger.
Again, unpaid competition.
Yeah. Oh, they got an apartment at their house in Georgia. Greg, I seriously may take you up on that sometime. That's kind of you to invite me and my psychosis in there, but
you smoking other than cigars? You smoking anything this weekend?
Yes, I don't. I'll do the peppers. I'll put those on. By the way, I'll probably smoke something else. We got a few leftovers we got to clean up from our little event we had the other night, but we'll get that done. But you have taken the training wheels off of your barbecue deal.
It is time for me to screw up my own stuff.
And you cooked ribs, you cooked some other stuff. I was kind enough to get you a birthday present.
You did.
And got you.
My wife was very happy.
She liked it?
She did. I said, you won't have to clean up the mess and all this. And she said, yes, I will, because you'll bring that in to me to wash. And I said, well, that's true.
You got that big sink out there. You just wash it, man.
I'll wash
You'll be
it for
fine. Yeah, I got you, Greg. And no, I would love to do that, because it'd be great to get to hang out and visit with you and meet your family, and you can meet my wife.
Yeah, Greg, why would Randy want to go ahead and get a hotel, right? When he could come by, get to hang out, and smoke cigars with you. There's a pool.
That's a no-lose deal right there.
Well, I mean, not for you. I'm not saying Greg's not losing.
Yeah.
But you're win-win it.
Yeah, for me it's a win-win.
That's going to work.
Yeah. Maybe I can.
Greg says Traeger is there in Montgomery.
Yeah. I buy my own cow, local harvest. That's pretty cool.
Actually, I'm kind of thinking about that. I got us one sourced.
A cow?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
Now, I thought we were going to get a pig first. We going for the cow first?
We can do that too. Well, no, we can do either. But I'm saying, Carrie can take care of us on a pig, right? And Dennis will take care of us on a cow.
Really?
We can order a cow from, huh?
Get us a steer and split it?
Mm-hmm. I just got to get my other freezer cleaned out, because I'm going to need all of it.
Yeah, I would need every bit of that or another one. So, yeah.
You just got rid of a bunch of stuff out of yours trying to quit from having that much stuff in there.
Well, I told you what happened on that, though. Remember that lightning, or when they were working on the
fried
house,
it, didn't it?
The fuse. So, yeah, and I didn't catch it. Yeah, man, there's nothing like farm-raised beef. I don't know what it is. Farm-raised beef, the pork, that's good. We eat more pork than we do beef. We eat more pork, but I still like a good steak.
I probably eat more pork than beef currently. Nicholas he's carnivore, but he does a series of carnivore that is called living carnivore. So it has to have, like the red meat that he eats is either lamb or cow, because they have multiple stomachs. So they have processed their food repeatedly before it's being used to grow muscle tissue.
Yeah.
That he doesn't do a lot of pork, because obviously a pig's only got one stomach.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he does a little bit of fish here and there, like most of us. But he also does like true Greek yogurt, where it's got all the living probiotics in it.
I do too.
He does a lot of kimchi,
I do too.
which is basically
that spicy
cabbage.
kimchi is
Yep.
pretty good.
Yep. And I've been eating it with, instead of coleslaw, I've been eating it with pulled pork.
That's what I do. I eat with my pork. I get. Oh, now I still like coleslaw. I still eat it, but
Well, Greg, we are the duck hunting capital of the world.
boy, it
But
is.
you know what's funny? Randy and I neither one have smoked duck. You hadn't smoked a duck, have you?
I tell you, I grew up duck hunting. I never acquired the taste for duck.
You've got to do it just
You do.
right,
You
because
gotta
it's
do it
either
good,
really,
'cause if
really
you
good
don't do it-
or it is horrible.
Yeah.
There is no middle ground.
Yeah,
with a
but
duck.
I love to go duck hunting, but
Now,
I haven't
pheasant,
been in years.
I think I might smoke a pheasant this weekend. Now that I mention it,
Oh, you've got some, don't
I've
you?
got a bunch of pheasant. And a matter of fact, I was just trying to book the next pheasant hunting trip. You want to go?
Let's
I'm
look at
still
it.
looking at a fourth one.
When you thinking of doing it?
Well, I got hold of Terry. He'll look at
All
the
right,
dates,
we'll
but
figure it out.
Terry's good to try to
there's
get us
a
some
lot
money.
of good duck hunting here. I smoke
I'm
cigars and
mostly
drink.
vegan.
Yeah. Well, hey, whiskey is made from grain, so
It's a vegetable.
grains are good for
It's
you.
just liquefied vegetable,
yeah,
Greg.
grains are good for you.
Greg, we could get you lined up with a duck hunting trip, buddy.
Yeah.
But the kind of duck hunting trip that you and I want to do, we're gonna have to pay for.
Yeah.
All right?
Well, that's what's
you and I
happening
neither
over there.
one are at the point where we want to go out and buy a Mita and a pair of waders and stand there from 4 in the morning to noon, freezing our tootsies and everything
Which
else
is
off.
what we used to do.
Well, we were young
Yeah,
and we hadn't
but
been
now
frostbit.
we'd go to the farm. We had a pit in a flooded field, and we go to the pit and duck hunt out of that. We called it a pit because we had literally a pit buried
Yeah.
in the field.
Yeah, I want one of those that's got a cook and coffee and
Well,
heaters.
that's what's happened over there now. A lot of those farmers in the winter, they got duck clubs.
Oh yeah.
And it's not cheap to go over there, and you don't sit in a pit. You sit in a heated deal where they fix your breakfast.
They
while
basically
you duck
take a
hunt.
Connex container
Yeah.
and bury it in the field.
No, it's like a blind on the edge of the field or on the edge of the flooded deal, and they got Blackstones in there.
Oh, yeah.
They'll cook you full breakfast.
Yep,
You can
drinking
have
coffee, you got heaters,
Yeah,
and they got a professional dude calling the ducks in for you, and they got their dogs going to get them.
absolutely.
That is my kind of duck.
So all you do is just sit there and enjoy. Hayden is in the house. You're one of your favorite bartenders.
He's my very favorite Friday bartender.
Yeah, for Fridays. Because you don't
That's
have
his
to do
shift.
it Friday night if Hayden
his
does
shift.
it. Yeah. He loves it
He's
too.
my favorite one.
Everybody loves Hayden. Hayden's done good.
Yeah, Greg, you and I are way, way, way
Yeah.
too old to be, and I'm way older than you,
Yeah.
but way too old. Yes, we're going to lazy duck hunt. You see, that's the pheasant hunting. You would love my pheasant hunting.
Yeah.
My pheasant hunting, I show up in the morning. We drink coffee. They take us out to the field. We're guaranteed at least the minimum of what we bought in because
Yeah.
they plant them. They're a great, big, huge pheasant. They're beautiful. And then we walk the field behind a guide and 4 dogs. It's worth the money
Yeah.
just to go watch the dog work. If I didn't
Absolutely.
even get to shoot my shotgun, which would kill me, but if
Yeah.
I didn't even get to do that, it'd be worth it. And then when we get done, if we do the morning hunt, we're back in, we drink more coffee, and they feed us lunch, and then we drive back to the cigar shop an hour and 15 minutes. And I call it, people say, how far is it up there? And I go, a Toro. I can get there on one Toro if I smoke slow. And obviously, the Open Door Cigars official vehicle is cigar approved.
Yeah.
Greg, do you smoke in any of your vehicles? Because Greg is not a fake kind of cigar guy.
No.
Greg is a cigar guy.
Yeah, he is.
Of course, living in his world at that level, corporate, Greg, I use a Browning Satori over and under 12 gauge. Took me a little while to save up for that one.
I've got a, it's not a Benelli.
I've got 2 Belgian-made
No, it's a
Brownings. but
Beretta. It's a Beretta shotgun. And man, that thing.
I tried hunting with Russ Cole, had a really nice Beretta. I borrowed his one morning.
Oh, I
and for
love it.
whatever, it's a fantastic shotgun, but for whatever reason, I couldn't have hit the broadside of a barn stand on the inside, and I've kind of made my living with a shotgun there for a long time.
Yeah.
But my Browning Satori, it's just instinctive.
Well, I think it's what we kind of get used to, too.
Well, it may be this. I don't know, pheasant coming up the way they do is close.
Because I've got
to
an
me
old
as well.
Browning 1200 too, or 1100.
Yeah,
or
I've
1100,
got
1200, whatever. it
2
was.
Belgian-made Brownings. I've got a 12 gauge that I have taken up there and hunted with before. It does real good. and I've got Greg says he smokes in his 442.
Yeah.
I assume that's what you're saying, Greg, but it's a convertible, so I also understand that. I'd be scared smoking that top down for fear I'd burn the seat.
Yeah, burn the seats.
I've seen his.
Burn your.
Let me tell you something. I've seen the photos of his 442.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, you'd liable to burn what little
Like,
face hair you got on.
What's that car show auction?
The
you know what I mean? The ones that got on TV and stuff all the time.
Meacham or something like that.
Yeah, whatever that is, it's that level.
Yeah.
White glove. I mean, that 442 is something.
Yeah.
It is something.
Yeah.
And what's funny is Greg was on the tour with us years ago. And one of the things on the tour is they take you in this room because they have made some of the most beautiful cigar boxes for their cigars over the 36 years of business. And some of the cigars are many, many, many years out of production. They don't make.
Yeah.
And they had one in there that is the exact perfection color of the interior of Greg's 442.
No kidding.
And we walked into there and we were looking at all these antique cigar boxes, and they actually sent it home with him.
He's got it built into the truck.
Well, I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. Man. Well, we have rambled on here, and
That
my
is what
wife
we
has
do.
let me know that she is on her way to.
You hippie wife Ubered.
I Ubered today with my wife. We rode in together, and we're having our date day, I guess, just kind of hanging out and doing stuff
Is
today.
the plan still to go to Crystal Bridges?
No, we're gonna wait and do that next week. Yeah. So we'll.
God
we'll do,
love you.
I do what my wife wants me to do.
Well, y'all will have fun.
My wife expects high compliance.
Oh.
Yeah, she
Fair
has
enough.
high expectations of compliance, and so I try to do that.
My wife loves me so much that she has kind of surrendered. She will grab one of the daughters and go do the fun, the things that are fun and foo-foo for them.
She realizes you're not.
It's not my happy place.
No. And it's so funny. We both got an invite from a good friend to a baseball game.
Yeah, the Nationals.
And I said, Brian ain't going to go. Sure enough, you said, nope, thank you.
Well, it is on a cave night.
Oh, yeah,
So,
you're right.
I do actually have some other
you got an
responsibilities.
excuse or
But I'll be
reason.
honest with you, it wasn't like I was crying that I was not going to be able to
I'm
attend a
looking
minor league
forward to
baseball
it.
game.
I'm looking forward to it.
I would have had fun at that, but Sharon's going to be cooking all day long.
Yeah.
For us to get that done and me to make plans to get it up here and somebody get it out and do all
Yeah.
that, and I don't want to go without her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the truth of the matter is, this is one of the few like sporting events I'd want to go to.
Yeah.
Because typically, if I'm going to go to one, I need to be in a box.
Yeah.
This is in a box.
Greg, you are an honest man, because those of us that will admit that are being honest. Those who say they're the boss at their house, I think either they're not an honest person, or maybe
They have a miserable marriage.
or maybe they may be a little overbearing or something. I don't know.
Well,
I'll leave it to everybody else to figure out. But yeah, it's about time for us to sign off.
You can always tell when we sign off, one or two things are going on. One of us got to go poop, or the wives are calling and we got to go.
In
Am I
this
lying?
case, my wife is calling. Yeah.
This is not a poop emergency.
Yeah.
But it has happened.
Well, we could go there.
Greg, did that violate community standards?
We either drink too much coffee, and that gets us.
I always drink too much coffee.
Yeah. He wants to come out when my dog speaks. Well, I'm gonna tell you, Greg.
You get tickets. Come on.
Yeah, we'll put you up at one of our places, and I tell you, you can have the whole upstairs at my place, but I doubt if we beat Georgia this year. If it is, it'll be one of those fluke games, because Georgia is going to be, I think, the team to beat in the SEC
Oh, you
this
think
year.
they're gonna be
I
it?
think they're going to be the team to beat, and Arkansas is just trying to dig out of the cellar.
You know, the only
So-
people on the planet more happy that Nick Saban retired, other than Nick Saban's wife,
is
Georgia and the rest of the SEC.
Because I tell you,
He was tough.
they got it going on. They really do. Kirby Smart is, I think, one of the best coaches right now in college football.
You think he's figured out the NIL better than most?
Well, Georgia has more money than most, and that helps.
We can't get Walmart to help and Tyson's to help. So
secondly,
we're in trouble.
You got to, whatever you get, you got to do something with it. And here's the reality of it: you got 22 guys that you've got to get to play as a team. And with the NIL and immaturity of 18 to 22-year-olds, and the fact that all of them are making as much or more money than the coach in some cases. Now that's not true in college as much, but they're 7-figure deals for most of them. They're most of them in the $1 million range.
Yeah.
Plus for a year. And Georgia's got the money, but he's got to make the team. And Greg, I think you're all in the driver's seat. We'll see how you do, but I think you're in the driver's seat going into the year.
Outside of the Razorbacks, I don't mind backing your play, buddy.
Yeah,
but when you come to town, I'm gonna have to hope it's any given Sunday.
It's any given Saturday, yeah.
Like you remember the year that we beat Texas 42-11, and they were national champs.
Supposed to just smoke us.
They were national champs that year.
Yeah, and we
were the only team they lost to was us.
Yeah,
and we
smoked them.
Gutted them like a fish.
I'd love to have a day like that again. That's been a while back, too.
Yep.
All right, Greg's got to run. Thanks for the laughs. Thanks for checking in, Greg. Steve, everybody else that joined in. Kimberly D., great to have you join us. I hope you'll join us again. And I'll turn it back to you, boss.
Well, all I got to say after that, guys, is find somebody to bless today. We love y'all, and say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.